Hello world, Stephen Michael Zach here, and today we're taking a look at the Ulanzi 40-watt LED. Now, it'll cost you about 80 bucks at the time of the recording of this video. Now, I did buy this with my own money, so these are going to be my own brutal and honest opinions as always. So, let's take a look at what comes inside the box. My own brutal and honest opinions as always. This is new to me. Okay, let's take a look at what comes inside the box. Now, you are going to get this very camera-based box. You get the instructions, you get a little handle, you get the unit itself with a diffuser and dish attached, and you'll get your regional power plug and AC adapter. Okay, so let's talk build quality. Now, this is made out of plastic. There is no cover on the LED. You get one clicky button and two turny knobs. You get a toggle switch to turn this on and off. It is a liquid crystal screen. You do get a barrel plug so you can add a V-mount battery, and there is one 1/4-20 on the bottom. And yes, this is made out of plastic. So there you go. It is a faceted dish, and the dish attaches on with just a twist once you line it up correctly. It goes on with a twist, and there is no play. And then you attach the diffusion like so, and to the edge of the dish. And there you go. Then all you have to do is pop out the little handle here, the little tripod that it comes with. Screw it onto the bottom, and that's it. That is the setup. Now, yes, while you can use the included power brick and cord here, this does have a 75-minute built-in battery. So there you go. There you have it. Okay, so let's talk controls here. And when you turn this thing on, you will note that this is the worst screen ever. It is one of these liquid crystal screens. It is very difficult to see at any angle, but we'll talk more about that later. Now, you do have all the way up to 5600 Kelvin and all the way down to 2500 Kelvin. And this does go from 0 to 100%. Now, when you click this in, you do get special effects. You get paparazzi, you get emergency, high and low beam, lightning, TV, candle, faulty bulb, strobe, and back to paparazzi. Okay, so here is the dish on, the beam angle. And as you can see, there is a little bit of fall off and a little bit of a ring on the end. And there's a bit of a hot spot in the center. So there you go. Now let's take the dish off. And as you can see, again, there is quite a bit of fall off on the ends, a little bit of more towards green on the ends than anything else. So one thing to note is that this is hot swappable somewhat. When you go from V-mount to, when you go from the internal battery to V-mount, there's a little bit of a flicker, but it is pretty much hot swappable. And it doesn't look like you're losing anything, any kind of quality. And it doesn't look like anything is changing. So you can hop swap a V-mount battery. And now here's all the technical data. Okay, let's talk pros and cons. Now, the first con and the elephant in the room is this fan is loud. Because the fan is shooting out the front, when you put the dish on, it acts like a megaphone. So take a listen. And then when you put this on, it sort of muffles it, yet makes it a little louder. So that is one of the major cons. The next con is the fact that the screen turns off way too quickly. When you go to adjust this thing, the screen just turns off. See how fast the screen turned off? And also, when you go to adjust the temperature, the brightness here, getting to 1% is really difficult. As you can see, it just sort of skips over. So you have to be really finesse this dial extremely. So not a great dial there. Again, you're dealing with the terrible liquid crystal screen, and of course it also shuts off too quickly, which I believe I've said already. And the special effects are just kind of meh. There's no way to control them. They just are how they are. So that is the major cons right there. And also I will say that between 1% and like 4% is really like 10%. When you turn this on, it goes right to 10%. There's no 1%. It's about a 5 to 10% there. And again, 1 to 4 is pretty much the same thing until you hit like 5 and 6, and then the light starts to change. Flipping over to the front, there is no protective screen on the COB, so do not use this outside, because if a bug comes along and this is hot, the bug will be burned onto your LEDs, thus wrecking your LEDs. So that's it, and I really wish they gave us an actual yoke or ball head and not this cheap little handle, so you will have to add to the price of this. You will have to buy like a mini ball head or a ball head in order to get this into the position that you want. And I'm kind of have a mixed feeling about this twist and lock. Yes, there is no play, just a little mixed feeling there. So from the cons to the pros. Now, yes, there is absolutely no play in this. This does have a 75-minute built-in battery. So yes, you can put it on the handle and Hollywood it and do your walk and talk videos. The diffusion works very nicely. It diffuses really well. And it does have the dish, which is very quiet, which is a plus. Again, that 75-minute built-in battery, it's very lightweight. You can do walk and talks if you don't mind how loud the fan is, or if you're gonna get the microphone as far from this as possible. Having a microphone near this might be an issue. And it seems to be built fairly well for being plastic. So it is fairly solid. And that is pretty much it. There are some special effects. The light with the dish off tends to skew a little green, whereas with the dish on, it tends to skew a little bit more magenta. Look at the tests to see the lighting quality. Now, let's talk about the where have I seen this before. And just for point of reference, this is the Molus G60 here. And let's compare and contrast. Now, you could take a look at this for size, and you definitely see the G60 is smaller. Now, which one of these would I choose? I would still pay the extra money for the G60. Yes, this is 80 bucks and has a built-in battery, but if you go to my NAB video there, where I show you my NAB rig, I will show you how to mount a Sony NPF battery onto this light in order to make this an all-in-one battery-powered light. And which one would I choose? And I would still go with the Molus G60. You're getting 60 watts over 40 watts. You're getting more color accuracy, a quieter fan. Yes, this tends to be between $200 and $300. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. But this thing is just more versatile than this, and still much lighter. This is a little heavier, a little clunkier. Yes, it has a built-in battery, but that's about all it's got really going for it. So, as somebody once said to me, buy once, cry once, and if I'm going with that slogan, I'm sticking with the Molus G60. This thing is very nice, but it does need improvement. The fan needs to be quieter. They need to put a visible screen on here, and they need to get these controls locked down, and a piece of plastic or glass over the cob would be perfect. Then I could use this outside. But for right now, I would wait for version 2. Now, Ulanzi doesn't tend to make a lot of version 2, so I think this is it. If you're on a super tight budget and 80 bucks is all you can afford, I would definitely possibly look for something else if you need audio. If you're just shooting non-audio videos or photography, this will work. Again, check the tests that I have listed here for color accuracy and all of that fun stuff. But at the end of the day, my money is still on the Moelis G60. So those are my thoughts, but I want to know yours. So leave your questions and comments in the notes below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to mash the bell button to be notified when we drop a brand new video. And feel free to use the links below as it helps out the channel. I'm Stephen Michael Zach, and this is new to me.